Gamer. I'm back with another episode of Star Trek Online. Last episode, we finished the No Frontiers story arc. We're at the beginning of the Gamma Quadrant story arc. The Zenkethi were on a rampage with protomatter bombs everywhere, and one of their captains defected to the Alliance. I want to wish everyone a happy Labor Day, because it's Labor Day 2019, sorry. This year's gone by so fast, I don't know where it is anymore. Alright, I'm gonna finish this LP today. Eventually I will go back to finish those missions I do skip and stuff, so... let's get started. I skipped one, so because I was having problems with that one. Alright.
Head to DS9 as soon as you're able.
Gotta attend a summit meeting and stuff, so... Hold on a sec, I'm just... sharing. Alright.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Do what I can.
Tell the Ambassador that any Jem'Hadar aggression will be met with deadly force.
Klingons, they never forget. God, the station's a wreck from that battle we fought yesterday.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Yeah, let's beam over. I gotta go meet with faction leaders and everything, so...
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
That's probably whatever spaces were available due to the damage. Let's go this
Admiral
way.
Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Well, I gotta meet with the Admiral first, so...
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Hurq to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Oh, yeah.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Well, considering it was his office for many years.
I'll be blunt. The Hurq have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet, gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Hurq. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Hurq destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
Good question.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Hurq as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Huh. But you never know. They might change their mind.
You once knew me as Rodan, son of Nagra. Now I know that our recent deeds and service to the Empire have led Jempok to restore the honor of my house. The sons of Moog once again stand proud and without shame. For your part in that, I thank you. It has been an honor to fight at your side.
Alright, let's go find the Romulans.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Hurq for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Hurq are a threat no one can ignore.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Hurq launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well. Gotta go find them. Where else? Well, no surprise. Garrick, he's always in his shop.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop.
Not surprising. Where else would he be?
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hurq problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hurq. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lukari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed. Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Hurq. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
You were an intelligence operative for the Obsidian Order, so don't deny it.
Will there be anything else?
You are not a tailor, you are an intelligence operative.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Well...
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Hurq and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tiny profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Hurq attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucarii and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well, it wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the board of liquidators with us for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest? Well, let's just say their self-preservation instinct's strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Hurq have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
The 34th rule of acquisition is war's good for business, but the 35th rule is peace is good for business. So, yeah, but he did work for his brother Hurq as a bartender, but he struck on his own and eventually became Grand Nagus. But he still loves his brother despite the way his brother still demeans him.
Did you have another question?
Come on. Really?
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Yeah, we know that already.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Hurq were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands. There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon. Something else on your mind?
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Hurq. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Yeah. Hurq will look for any way to make a quick strip of Latinum off this endeavor. I'm surprised.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. Can't believe Hurq still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here.
Well, it's more of the same way with Babylon 5. The place is just a trouble magnet for trouble.
My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Was there something else?
No. Let's ask Quark. Talk to
Don't
Quark.
suppose you're here for a drink? Hollow Sweet? Double? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hurq, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hurq and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed. I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lukari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hurq trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tullaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years. Can I get you something?
Quark's always looking for a deal. Will you get this glitch over with, please? Come on.
The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hurq dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor. I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira, and Captain Dax, and Savira Ann, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one. Something on your mind?
Yeah, because he's married.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Talk to them.
It must be a surprise seeing we were the lucky ones.
I just really don't want to talk to them right much. I want to get the mission going.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the...
Quinn here. The summit was interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable. I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was a joke. Take a moment to relax, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Hurq. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own. You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Hurq. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness.
Oh, there is.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now. I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help.
Yeah, I'll help.
Greetings. I am Wei Yun Ten. Glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well.
Oh yeah.
Jempak is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Hurq, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Hurq. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kalis and the Empire!
If I can have everyone's attention. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Hurq will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Hurq can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor. Or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Uh-oh.
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Hurq. Reading Hurq boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I'll go deal with it.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Hurq trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
On my way, sir. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Where's the Orkin men when you need them? There's one ugly ass bug worse than the arachnids from Star Trek. God, I hate them. It's crowding me.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Sir. Okay, I gotta go up here. God, this is a bad problem with bug infestations.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Hurq have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Yes, sir. Well, technically we're the same rank. Well, technically I outrank him.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset.
Yeah. Come on, guys. bugs.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety system.
Acknowledge.
Alright, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a
boy.
few minutes. Nice work. I need you to defend that section from the Hurq.
Okay, get ready. Oh, jeez. We're having a massive bug infestation. Means we gotta start all the way from the bottom. Come on. Are you guys coming? So I have to go all the way back up. Not doing this alone, guys. Come on. There's no way I'm gonna make it up there. I have to get all the way up there and kill him.
The Hurq are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First, Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
Okay.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Oh my god.
out the buddy. Out my deflector shields. Nice grab the tractor beam. Oh, that was close. Thank you. Thank you so much.
How long before I can activate the beacon? 2 minutes. Crossfire. about Hurq vessels. They're extremely maneuverable. They love to swarm you. 36 seconds. Are you targeting him? Yes. No, just a glitch. You can have fun with my Delta buddy.
Plotting the course for Beta Z. May the prophets guide you.
Nice work. But I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Hurq vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's go play more. Oh boy, I hate these guys. Got the swarm.
Honor your ancestors. Fight now and destroy the Hurq.
Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Oh, eat a couple of transphasics.
Chief, I need those systems online!
These Hurq do not know fear. I will teach it to them.
Oh, Klingon.
Systems online in 60 seconds.
Hopefully we can last that long.
Don't let the frigate swarms get behind you.
Ugh. If they do that, they'll tear you apart.
Just a few more seconds.
Summon the Delta button. The Lisette.
Systems online! Hurq and open fire!
Oh, now they're dealing with a fully armed and operational battle station. Little Star Wars humor.
Target
30 seconds. Say hello to my little buddies, Delta buddies. Necroid is something real tough. There's the more Baratas. Oh, come on, not now. How long before I can call the Delta buddies? Me. There's a few more ships. Alright. Blew those guys away.
That was the last of them. We're not picking up any Hurq ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is... In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Hurq on our side of the world. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
The Hurq threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. there will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Hurq onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it. The Kai has asked for our assistance on this, and she asked for you by name. Whatever she needs, make it so.
Quick inventory thing. I gotta clear out some of this damn inventory. It's just clutter. I can't use a singularity core. Something tells me I need the minigun. You're gonna need that for sure. Mission.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former Kai, Opaka, was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Hurq. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Hurq, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the others and get them out of there before that happens.
Yeah. O'Brien kind of made a... created a new kind of device and stuff out of top of his head while trying to defeat the defense grid. Even Dax was impressed. He invented what was called a differential magnetometer. Fact is, he just invented it kind of on top of his head, which Dax was kind of surprised. Okay. Didn't mean to activate the transwarp there, but...
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network. They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Those satellites could cripple a Starfleet runabout with one shot back then. I'd rather not find out how powerful they are now. If you...
Hold on a sec. I forgot to do something. Kinda just need to replace once my phaser arrays.
Looks like the satellite weapon and defense systems were updated to deal with modern vessels, but they still have the same flaw that Miles O'Brien took advantage of years ago.
You should be able to distract the satellites by firing probes near their position. Distract enough of them, and you'll clear an area long enough to safely beam down an away team.
Sounds delightful.
Picking up some debris clouds from Hurq ships in orbit.
Guess the Hurq tried to get there.
It's possible some Hurq bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Looks like O'Brien's trick still works. This...
Oh, O'Brien, the miracle engineer.
We're in position. I recommend we bring some pattern enhancers along. Local interference can make it tough to get a lock on, and we might have to leave in a hurry. All right, the doctor and I are ready to beam down when you are. Though I can't say I'm thrilled to see that moon again.
Who would? Honestly.
Ah, the wreckage of the Yangtze Jiang. Or what's left of her, rather. Looks like the locals have scavenged everything of value from the old girl. Unlike her, they can never die thanks to the nanotech inside of them.
Right. The last time we were here, the prisoners were eager to be cured, if only to get the chance to kill their rivals off for good. I'm hoping that Opaka has shown them a better path in the time she's been here among them.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, I recommend for this story arc you have a minigun.
We're not alone. Hurq life signs dead ahead.
Up. I'm an exterminator. I guess that's what I've been used to.
This is interesting. I just ran a medical scan on these Hurq. They're not regenerating. There's no sign of the alien nanites in their bodies. Something in the Hurq genetic makeup isn't compatible with the nanites. I suspect it only works on humanoids.
Time to call out the exterminators. Oh, jeez. Time to protect the kite. The heck was that? I was dealing with the Krenum again. Uh-oh. welcome, my little friend. Oh, God.
We're here to help. Keep fighting!
Up. Oh.
I think you'll find that she'll be in good health within moments. The healing nanites are quite effective. In fact, they seem to have become more efficient than they were last time I was here.
You can relax. I'm fine now. Really.
You made it. Good. The Kai's been expecting you. Yes, she's had a vision about you coming here. Come with us. We'll take you to her. Unless you'd rather stand around here until more of those things show up.
No, I'd rather go. I hate those things anyways.
The Kai's waiting for you, in the temple ahead.
Oh, no Paka. She hasn't aged a day.
Welcome. It's been some time since we've had peaceful visitors. And Kai Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. You'll be free.
And we have something to bring with us. A miracle.
Oh, an orb.
Is that?
Yes, a blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis. As you can see, our peace has been shattered by the arrival of the hostile aliens. We have tried to speak with them, to find reason, but we have failed. We don't even know their name.
They're called Hurq, and there's no reasoning with them. They attack and devastate every world, every species they encounter. We need to get you and your people out of here as soon as possible.
I see. We must take the orb with us as well. I can't have it falling into the hands of such a warlike species. It would be like the occupation all over again.
That's not going to happen. I won't allow it, and neither will my friends. We can administer the cure to everyone in groups. With your permission, we'll start right away.
Very well. Begin the procedure. I'm sure many of us are eager to leave this place and begin a new life together.
Bye. Kind of a makeshift, but they may do what they had. Stupid glitch. You just finished this stupid.
Some time ago, I asked Bashir for this cure. I wanted to use the cure as a weapon and kill the enemy. I couldn't put the war with the Knoll behind me. I hated him for denying my chance for vengeance. Now, that's changed, thanks to the Kai. I found a better path.
After all this time, to live a normal life, it's like waking up from a really bad dream. I can think about having a family again. An actual family.
They're gonna be grateful, so...
The cure, huh? Well, this cure had better work, friend. Or we won't be friends.
I guess some still have aggression issues, but...
Then it's true what the Kai saw in her dreams. Those
Is this for real? This cure? When they put me here, all I knew was war. I don't remember why it started, just that...
Looks like you're down to 1 dose of the cure. Use that to inoculate the Kai or Parker, that is. I'll administer the cure to the rest here.
Yep. Ugh.
You have my thanks for all you have done for us today. May the blessings of the...
Those things are attacking!
Uh-oh.
Defend yourselves!
Here we go. Gotta exterminate. Gotta protect the Kai.
Going down! Medic! Someone help him!
Oops, sorry. This way.
I'm afraid he's dead. There's nothing...
Though we will mourn the loss of our friend Gollin, we can take comfort knowing that, at long last, he was able to leave the...
Oh boy.
The doctor and I will stay with Opaka and her people in case the Hurq make another attack here. Once you've cleared the way to the transport site, we'll...
Okay. Those guys wanted to die for so long. Well, he got his wish. Does that. Alright. Can you stop this stupid glitch, please? Sorry, I'm just having to check a message. Oh, gotta clear the landing site. God, I hate those things. I hate it when they do. Dang it. Jeez, involve the crowd. Man, that's annoying. Ah, you got it. Annoying. God, where's the Orkin man when you need him? Ah! Die, you overgrown bug!
Everyone made it out in one piece. Set up the pattern enhancer so we can beam out safely. There's no telling when the Hurq will send reinforcements down.
Indeed. God, those things are just pain in buttholes. Kill. Yeah. But we're not done yet. Oh boy. I hate it when they swarm you. That's what they do. They swarm you and butcher you. It's almost as bad as that one assimilated Udine. Ugh. Oh, because I'm outnumbered, I can't defeat them all. Damn it! Just die! Thing is, I am outnumbered 10-1. I can't defeat them all. Don't have a hope. Delta buddies reappear.
Ship is under attack.
Don't have a chance in hell, guys. I want to win, but I just can't do it without help.
Ship is under attack. Shields failing.
Until I destroy a couple of them, there's nothing I can do. Can't do anything because they're parked where I respawn. I have to fight them.
Ship is
Ugh. I have no choice. I have to fight them. Can't do anything until they get my Delta buddies. Once I get my Delta buddies, then they'll clear them out fast.
Ship is under attack.
This is just ridiculous. They place me right in front of them. Right where they are. Ugh, this is annoying. Destroy a couple of these bad. Ugh. I have help. I can't fight these guys alone.
Ship is under attack.
Okay, thank you, buddies. Okay.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites and lure the Hurq in.
Yeah. Don't move past.
Just in time. Here they come.
Left shield failing.
for defenses.
Four shields failing. Hull
Yeah, because they're too busy fighting them. The swarm. Ugh. How long can my delta? You can mess with my delta levels.
Looks like the Hurq have had enough for now. Let's get the rest of Opaka's people out of the colony while we can. The Hurq might send a larger force to finish us off.
I'm glad I was able to administer the cure to the remaining prisoners while you were clearing a path to the transport site. Everyone is safely aboard and mortal for the first time in many years. I've never seen so many people overjoyed to learn that eventually they'll die.
Thank you, Julian. It means a lot to me to have everyone out safely, especially Opaka. We have a lot to talk about, her and I. For now, I think we should return to Deep Space Nine before the Hurq come back to settle the score.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
Hello, Ben. It's good to hear from you.
I have no comment on what just happened. There's so many versions of what happened. with Ben and the Prophets at the end of DS9. I'll tell you after the debrief.
I'm glad we were able to return Opaka to Bajor safely. She's determined to follow the will of the Prophets and establish a new place of worship in the Gamma Quadrant near the wormhole. Odo assures me that the Dominion are open to discussing this. We'll see. Many of us have not forgotten the fate of the new Bajor colony and the Dominion's role in that. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I intend to guard the Celestial Temple from the Hurq and anyone else who would destroy the home of the Prophets. Best place to do that is Deep Space Nine, as part of Starfleet. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me. Thank you again for helping me bring Opaka home. I owe you one.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations, Admiral.
I have no comment. And a lot of the non-canon Starfleet, they had Ben coming back from the Prophets after, say, a few months, especially around the birth of his second child, and his first child, him and Cassidy, so I'm just not, I consider that non-canon. Wrong thing. I'm not even sure what to do with those meds. Honestly, I don't know what to do with those things. Hold on, I need to go back to inventory, assets. I ain't gonna run out of energy credits anytime soon. Alright. Don't have time for... I suppose I could do one more.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Hurq aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hurq presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience. Be seeing you.
Yeah, next couple missions are gonna be in the Delta Quadrant, Gamma Quadrant, sorry. But there will be one where you do one in the Alpha. See how far I get in this mission.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can't even defend our stations from Hurq attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We are currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Hurq aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however. The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
All ships, target the Hurq and fire at will.
Victory is light!
Alpha Delta, buddies.
While I'd like to put this system far behind us, I believe we should find out what we can about the Hurq and their reasons for being here. While we still can, of course. The Hurq may decide to send more ships here.
Yeah.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, and chemosite. Several components used in the production of Ketracel White. How curious. Of what use would this world be to the Hurq? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Hurq in...
They're going for the station.
Yep.
What are they after?
It's hard to know with the Dominion, honestly.
We should scan the station once we're done with these Hurq.
Before I can bring my Delta buddies back.
The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Hurq are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place. in that it's completely don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look. Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have been...
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Hurq on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Hurq?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you...
Gotta go save Quark from his own doings again.
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's find out what Quark needs, deal with it, and
Where did
move
all
on.
these ships come from? Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself. As are we. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it. Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hurq as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Kareman space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
My Delta buddy. I'll figure you guys out.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemin hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency?
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Hurq. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi.
Scanning in progress.
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Hurq are causing it.
We need to get Quark out quickly, before he has an encounter with the Hurq of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bring... We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to... Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in. How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Hurq. It seems we're in the right place. My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemin security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity.
Okay, let's go help find somebody to open the damn door. No, that's the way we came. Go full exterminator mode.
I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks. Oh, man. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you.
We gotta go find somebody to find her brother.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Yeah, these guys are best dealt with by minigun.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later. Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not... Oh, Hurq. Yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. A big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these... Hurqs, Gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help.
Okay.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transmitters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy. That'd be Hurq then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Hurq. There are others nearby. One of them should have it.
This is annoying. Stop this freaking glitch. I don't have time for this.
Door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross. Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Stressed? He screams like a little girl. Hold on, your little fucking horse. Oh, God.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Hurq.
I see. Thank you. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Not the Liberators was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bekelba. Our situation has gone. Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Hurq attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate...
Stop fudging!
Well, First Mentor, it looks like my call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Hurq invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I...
Okay. Quark only did this for Garrick if he got paid
Hurq are
a lot of
leaving.
money.
For now.
I want to thank everyone for watching. I will be back later for the final episode of this, so I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
And now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired. I have my suspicions, of course, Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the ambassador... Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Hurq. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Hurq attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Hurq, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Hurq to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Hurq attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
It is not my place to question the will of the Founders. Your mind, however, is your own. Do with it as you will, but be warned. The Founders do not appreciate betrayal.
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk. We took precautions. I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Hurq in time. Karema was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies? As I said to Garrick, there is more...
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind...
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom.
Serve the founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served...
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his...
This is a private conversation. Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak.
Be seeing you.